When you do get yourself involved in gangs, it's not that it comes out of fear. It comes camouflaged in care, in friendship. It looks like it's a doorway into a better life or a better world, but rarely does it end up that way. Hi, my name's Ben Sturge. I'm 43 years old. I got into the gang life around about the age of 15, 16. I felt very responsible for the financial pressure and burden that was on my family. In a lot of ways, probably didn't feel like somebody that was very deserving of a good opportunity or a better life. So we tried to make do with what we had. I think the first time you get approached, anything to do with criminality or gangs or anything like that, as a young person, you don't even recognise that that's what it is. It just seems like, some cool kids that want to hang around with you. And they've got the nice things, the things that you dream of, the things that you desire. So you start asking questions, you become inquisitive. And you start to realise very quickly that it's through some kind of criminality. There's always some small little task that it starts with that you don't really think there's any wrongdoing in. But that's like the first step on the ladder, and then things start to progress from there. The responsibility gets bigger, the risk gets bigger, so you get on a bit of a hook. And I think that's why they call it trapping or the trap, because it is a trap. And once you start on it, it's very, very hard to get off of it. You're finding yourself around situations or around certain levels of violence that your own nightmares would be scared of. One of the scariest times, I was asked when I entered the house, have you got a strong stomach? I said, yeah, why? And they sort of half laughed. I later found out that there was a bucket in the house that had body parts in the bucket from somebody that had been tortured for whatever reason. And I can remember the smell, and it weren't a nice smell. I was a young man at the time. It's a lot to think about. Nobody escapes criminality or gang life without some kind of trauma being caused. One of the things that a lot of people won't tell you about being involved in that lifestyle is the threat to the people around you. There's been scary times where you think you've really let your family down and been involved in stuff that's put them at risk. And it's not because they've done anything wrong, it's because you've done something wrong. Looking back, I had a lot of options, but I just chose not to explore them, or at least nobody showed me that the options were there. If I'd have known they were there, maybe I'd have considered them. And it took me too long to realise that if I was ever going to feel in any way worthy of being here in myself, it was going to come from helping other people better themselves. I'm currently the founder and one of the directors of Unified Supporting Projects. It's a community interest company that supports people to be a better version of themselves. Everybody's got their own unique skill set based on their own unique experiences and their own lived experience that they can leverage. Because whatever you've gone through, it can be used to help somebody else who may be going on that journey. If I could go back and talk to my younger self, I would say take the grit and determination that gets you climbing the ranks of criminality and gang life and apply that grit and determination to doing something honestly. Because when you do things the right way, you can benefit from the rewards without the guilt. You can appreciate where you've come and celebrate it. And more importantly than anything, nobody can come and take it from you. It feels liberating talking about my life and about the things that I've been involved in and the things that I've been through, because I know that somebody somewhere will be listening to this and it will help them make better choices.